Hi everybody, welcome to Digital Tech Join. A very happy new year to everybody. 2022 may bring good positive vibes in your lives and may this be a wonderful year ahead. Today in this video I am going to show you how do you maintain your source code in GitHub. For people who don't know what is GitHub, GitHub is basically a source code repository management portal. It's a cloud based, similar to how we had Visual Safe Source, and now we have Visual TFS, which is a part of Visual Studio to manage the source code. And not only source code, it gives you multiple features like you can safeguard your source code on GitHub. Then you can enable you to manage and work with multiple developers. So multiple developers can work on a single project on different components, obviously, and then they can sync it up on GitHub, so that when you pull or push your source code when working with multiple developers, all the developers will be having the same version of code. So it becomes very easy for managing your entire project, not only when you're working as a solo on any of the project, but also when you're working with multiple projects. So in this video I'm just going to create a project. I've already created a project in Visual Studio 2022, and this is an MVC based project, and I will show you how do you upload this source code on GitHub. And GitHub provides two options. It's a command line. It provides a command line option, as well as it has got a very wonderful graphical user interface. So in this video, to make and to keep things simple, I have used the graphic part of it, so that I can show you how do you upload your source code. So this is a project where right now it is not connected with my GitHub account. Before we get into that, make sure that you sign up with GitHub. It's free. You can sign up an account in GitHub before you start working on this demo. I've already got an account which I'll show it to you. I'll log in and I'll show what are the features it provides. For the scope of this video, we are going to upload this source code in GitHub, and we'll also show you how the changes are maintained, how the histories are maintained in the source code, and how do you pull and push your source code on GitHub. And having said that, as I told you, the basic requirement is that you are safeguarding your source code. So at any given point, if your source code is deleted by by any unforeseen circumstances, you can still go ahead and pull your source code from the GitHub repository. So let's get started with the demo. So in the Visual Studio 2022, there's a menu called Git, which provides you the option to upload the source code. Just in case if you're not able to find this menu, go to Tools, click on Options, and then in your source code you will see there is Git and Visual Studio Team Foundation server. So I select Git and I say OK. So this is a source code. Right now it is not uploaded on GitHub. So in order to upload it, what I do is click on Git and then say create repository. Now what does create Git repository do? It will create a folder in the name of your project, which is GitHub demo in my case, and it will push all your current source code on cloud in the GitHub repository. Let's see this demo right away. So click on create Git. I get this window. Now the owner is blank. Now the moment I select GitHub account, the moment I select that, it will redirect me to the GitHub login page, and it will take an authorization to allow Visual Studio to sync up with my account. So here I log in with my GitHub account. So the moment I log in, it will ask for authorization of Visual Studio. I allow authorize GitHub. So once it is authorized, it says successfully you can return back to Visual Studio. The moment I return back to Visual Studio, I could see that now the owner is Digital Tech Join, and this is the GitHub name, that is the project name. And if you want to publicly host it, I can uncheck this, or privately, if I want nobody should access, I click on private repository. This is the URL of my source code. So through this URL, I'll be able to fetch the latest source code and also copy this source code in some other laptops or other servers if the need arises. So I click on create and push. So it is pushing all the source code in GitHub repository. You can see the message is also displayed, and it is currently doing its work. It is still uploading. Yes, you can notice now entire source code is uploaded, and you can see there's a log sign checked in. All this source code with the current version is now available in GitHub. Now let us do one thing. Let us go to the GitHub portal and see a repository in action. So you go over here and you log in with your GitHub account. It's already logged in. So yes, so I've already logged in. This is a Digital Tech Join GitHub account. Now I click on the right hand side menu and click on your repository. You can see GitHub demo is already uploaded just 41 seconds ago, and this is a private channel. So now I click on GitHub demo and you can see the source code lying over here. Now I'm going to show you some demos on how this works, how it is the check-in and check-out works. So now example, I go ahead and add a controller. New empty controller. I name it GitHub. So now this new controller is added. Notice the plus sign over here. You can see there is a plus sign over. That means this file is still not uploaded in GitHub. Now in order to push this file in the GitHub, let me add also some source code for better understanding. I created a controller method which will return view. And we also will create a view so that we have multiple files which we can push it in GitHub. So you can see there are two files now with a plus sign which needs to be uploaded. There is a GitHub controller and there's a GitHub view, because we created a view and we created a method and then we are creating a view. Now these files needs to be pushed. Now this file is not available in our source code now. If you click on your repositories and if you click on GitHub demo, so this controller is not available. It's only home controller. So let's see how do you push your source code and safeguard your code. You can either right click and you can say git and you can say commit. So you're committing this source code and adding a comment. New controller. So you're committing a source code. And then you can do the same with your view. You can click and so this is already committed because we added that comments and we did a check-in. Now this source code is we have already committed this source code. Now we have to push it on the live on the portal. So go to GitHub and click on push. And let's see, click on controller You see the GitHub controller is now updated on the cloud. Also we can see the views are also updated. GitHub view. Now I'll show you how does it maintain the history also. Now suppose assuming I go ahead and make some changes. So I go ahead and add one more method. Action history view. So I added this. So basically I've added this and I committed this. Okay. And say added new method. Commit. Now this code is now in order to view the history, I can go ahead. This is a feature. You right click on the controller and say GitHub and say view history. So you'll be able to see the changes that I have done in this controller file along with the timing. So this was the first controller which changes. I open it. I can see there is no method over here, the new method. I open the second code and I can see the new method over there. So you can see how you can manage and maintain this source code, and the same changes can now be pushed in the GitHub repository. Just say push and the changes will be uploaded over here. See, this new method is added over here. Now in case if this same project is also given to one of my developer and even he is also working on this project, and if I want to view his changes and I want to also give my changes to him and synchronize both the project, then in this case we click on GitHub and then we click on pull then push. That is, it syncs the source code between developers, between different developers who are working on the same project. This way you can work on multiple developers can work on a single project. You can view the history, you can safeguard your code. Tomorrow if the source code is deleted by any, as I told you, by any circumstances, then you can log into your repositories and you can click on your code and then you can download the entire zip file. For example, I just go ahead and click on download and zip. See, this is what's downloaded from the cloud. So I just extract it in some folder. Backup. So you see the entire source code is downloaded with the latest code. So this is how a very simple demo on working with GitHub repository. I hope you like this video. I request everybody to subscribe my channel and like this video. Thank you so much.